Hello everyone and welcome back to Table Talk. My name is Michael Bowman, one of the pastors here at Asbury United Methodist Church. And we are so glad that you are taking the time to join in on these weekly videos and hopefully even using those reflection guides that you might gather in some smaller groups, maybe around a cup of coffee or a meal, seeking together to learn and grow from our Sunday morning messages. This past Sunday, we read from the prophet Isaiah chapter 54, verses 10 through 14, saying these words, "For the mountains may depart and the hills be removed, but my steadfast love shall not depart from you, and my covenant of peace shall not be removed, says the Lord, who has compassion on you. O afflicted one, storm-tossed and not comforted, I am about to set your stones in antimony and lay your foundations with sapphires. I will make your pinnacles of rubies, your gates of jewels, and all your wall of precious stones. All your children shall be taught by the Lord, and great shall be the prosperity of your children. In righteousness you shall be established. You shall be far from oppression, for you shall not fear, and from terror, for it shall not come near you." As prophets often do, Isaiah names the sign of the times. The prophet is writing to a group of exiles about to return to their holy city of Jerusalem. And speaking on behalf of God, the prophet Isaiah here provides words of hope. And we can hear these words today as a message of hope for us as well. He says, "The God who has compassion on us will never relinquish his covenant, his commitment to Shalom, and will never allow it to fall apart. Even if the mountains themselves walk away and the hills fall apart, God's love for us will not." Shalom was the word we focused on this week. Shalom is the Hebrew word for peace. It's a weighty word filled with beautiful meaning. And while it does mean peace, it also holds a deeper meaning for us today, and even biblically speaking. See, we often think of peace as the absence of conflict. But shalom is so much more than that. It's not only the absence of conflict, but it's also the presence of health and wholeness and the blessing of God. And this is what Jesus desires for you and for me. True shalom. Peace, yes, and also wholeness and completeness and harmony and well-being. The problem with shalom, though, is that it does not come about if we just sit back and wait for it, because shalom is active. That means we have a role to play. It requires action on our part. Shalom, as we see to be true with Jesus, who is the Prince of Shalom after all, is taking what is broken and then restoring it to wholeness in our lives, in our relationships with others, in our relationship with God, and in our relationship with the world in which we live. We are not given finished products in this life, but we are given packets of seed that we can plant in the ground, give them water and nourishment, care for them and tend to them, help them grow, that someone else may reap the benefits. God provides us the seeds. The question is, will we plant them? God has promised shalom, to stay true to this promise and to never allow it to fall apart. So how might we receive such a gift? Take some time to consider these questions, and remember to click on the link below to download a Table Talk reflection study guide with questions and other resources for conversation as you faithfully worship, serve, and grow.